My people, Ivory Coast, they do not want their President Ouattara, to rule again for the fourth term. They do not want, yes, they do not want President Ouattara to rule again for the fourth term. Why? Long time ago, my people, there was a constitution that stated that a president can only rule for 2 terms. Now, one term, according to them, in their own ruling, one term is 5 years. So if you rule for 5 years, that's one term. Now you can go in again the second term, which is another 5 years. That's 2 terms, and that's 10 years you alone in power. Now this President Ouattara actually came in power, rule the first term 5 years, rule the second term five years, that's 10 years, right? Rule the third term, that's 15 years. This man wants to go again for the fourth time, my people. Why are we looking at other countries? I mean, what is happening in Africa? I mean, they swear for una head, una waiting. They swear for una head, Africa. They swear for una head. Someone will rule for 20 years as though people are not existing in that country. And now let me tell you something, my people. The former president before President Ouattara came in ruled from 2000, the year 2000 to 2011. It means the man ruled for, that's 2 terms. I think that's 2 terms. Yeah, 10 years. He ruled for 2 terms. That's 10 years, because to them you can rule for 1 term, and their 1 term is 5 years, right? Because in some other countries 1 term is about 7 years, but to them, their own country, 1 term is 5 years. Now this former president ruled from 2000 to 2011, which makes it 10 years. Now this man wanted to go in the third term. It wasn't working. Like, everyone refused, because they weren't really seeing the importance of him. They weren't really seeing the result they expected from a president. He wanted to go in the third term. They said no, it cannot work. It cannot work. And then President Ouattara won the election. Do you know this former president refused that, he is not going to leave that seat. He's not going to leave the presidency. Until there was so much fight, people died during that period. And now this former president was actually arrested, thrown in prison. Now when he was found not guilty, because they accused him of actually causing the fight that happened during the election, right? Now when he was not found guilty, they let him go. Now they allowed this President Ouattara to be on seat, my people. The agreement was that you are ruling for 10 years, which is 2 terms. Yeah, if you rule the first term and you would like to go in again the second time, no wahala, you are allowed. But remember, it is only 2 terms that a president can rule. Once you have ruled for 2 terms, which is 10 years, step down. The youths are also there growing up. They would like to rule. Other people are there who would like, other candidates are there who would like to go in. So when you have ruled for that your 2 terms, please kindly step down. Do you know this man actually went and changed the constitution, yeah, and ruled the first term, ruled the second term, and ruled again the third term, and this time around the man wants to rule for the fourth term. The people of Ivory Coast are saying that no, you cannot try that thing. You cannot try it. You cannot, because they remember that in 2020, when he went in again for the third, he wanted to go in for the third term. There was so much fight. There was so protests here and there. People died. People lost their lives during the time that he was going in for the third term. Now he wants to go again for the fourth term again, which means people do not just like it at all, and dangerous things might end up happening. Yes, because the third time he was going in, it cost a lot. It cost people a lot. It cost their lives and a lot of destructions in the country. And now, if you are wise enough, my people, won't you just, it means you ruled for 15 years. And what? You want to remain there, and you want to become an ancestor. You want to become an ancestor. So you want to be there for 20 years, as if no one is existing in that country. My people, the people of Ivory Coast are saying, no, we cannot allow this now. We cannot allow. This is a lesson to other African leaders. Please, you people should know that the youths are coming home. We also need to rule. We also need to take up positions. While our brothers, our sisters, they also need to take up positions. You people are not the only one existing in Africa. What is wrong? When the moment they get in there, they'll behave like, oh, the only people that I have seen that they have actually promise that they will do something, and they are really, it's only the Sahel nation I've seen. I'm still struggling to look at the other people, because that's how they will promise that, oh, people should vote for me when I go in there. This is going to happen. The moment they step in, my people, the first thing they are placing their eyes on is the constitution. That is the first thing. Why are they placing their eyes on the constitution? Because they want to change the terms. Yes. There is no other thing. They are fighting. When they just get on scene, when they win, my people, what they want to do is they want to change the constitution. By the time they change the constitution, they are done. Because if somebody is just to rule for 2 terms, once you get there, you change the constitution that somebody can even rule forever. You can always go in as a presidential candidate at all time. Once you have changed the constitution, that's it. Like what is happening in some country, they can go in as many times as they want. Whereas before entering there, the constitution stated that it's just 2 terms that you have to rule. But when you get in there, what happens? You place your eyes on the constitution, you change everything. That the president can go in as many times as he wants, and he can still become president if he's. Of course, when you are there, you secure your space. The people that are behind you, they will always want you to be there, because once you are there, their position is secured. What of the other people in the country? Is it that they are not existing? I love my people. I love the boldness of the Ivory. I love the boldness of the people of Ivory Coast. I love the Ivorians. I love your boldness, coming out to state that no to 4th term, no to 4th term, no to 4th term. So you want to occupy the whole position. So what happens to the youths? What happens to us? What happens to us? My people, I really don't understand. I really don't understand. God should really touch the hearts of these leaders. They should know that some of that we are humans. We are not animals. People will be existing in a country. Someone will just sit there for almost how many years? For almost how many years? I think this coup d'etat thing should just be happening in all the countries. I don't understand why the AU is even angry. Why the AU is angry with the Sahel nations, and they actually stop them from attending. In fact, even if they stop them, the Sahel nation leader, they do not even want to belong there, because at the end of the day, they are taking orders from the West. They're taking orders from the West, so why should they even be there? What they are fighting for is what they are trying to adopt. They cannot be fighting against the West, and people are taking orders from the West. How is that helping? How is tell me how that is really helping my people? So the AU actually stopped the Sahel nation that they should not be part of the AU if they want to benefit anything from the AU, from African Union. AU stands for African Union, my people. If they want to benefit anything from African Union, they should follow their rules or whatsoever, and their rules have to do with the West. And also they're even against them because they went in through coup d'etat. They went in through coup d'etat. So they said no, they don't want any leader that went in. If the people did not elect him, if the people did not vote for him, they don't want such people. And the same people you are against are the people that the people are standing for. The leaders you are against are the same people that the people love. The leaders are the people's choice. They went in through coup d'etat, but they are doing what people that were elected cannot even do. The people we decided that, oh, we saw that something good is coming out from them, went and voted. What are they doing for us? These people that came in through coup d'etat, they are doing marvelous things. So I think Ivory Coast, people should look for a way. Let there be a coup d'etat in your country. I think that's the only way. That's all, because if you look at people that came in through coup d'etat, they're doing great things. So I think they should Ivory Coast, you guys should struggle. Ivorians, you guys should struggle. Let that same thing that happened to Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali happen in your country. You people should go in through coup d'etat. The leaders should go in through coup d'etat, and you are going to see something. Because he ruled the 3rd term. Now he's struggling to rule the 4th term. If you are not careful, he will still go in and he will win, and he will still be there. And after the 5th term, which is 20 years, after the 4th term, which is 20 years, you want to go in for the 5th term, which is about 25 years. My people, as though people are not existing. So in some countries, if you are not careful, if this war comes to an end, it means they had just one president, just one, their whole life, their generation, just 1 or 2. It means, oh my God, it means there are people that are not existing in that country or what? My people, let me to get their own opinion at the comment section. My own suggestion is that Ivorians should do everything possible. Let coup d'etat happen in their country. Yes, let it happen, because we can see what coup d'etat is doing in the Sahel nation. So let me get your own suggestion. What do you suggest the Ivorians do, my people? Thank you so much for watching. If you love what we do here, please like. If you like, YouTube will always recommend our videos to so many people who love getting news across Africa, and that is our own little way. That's the little way to show us that you appreciate what we are doing. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like again, comment, and also share. Thank you, and do have a nice day. Bye.